Hey, what's up guys, Master here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the HYDRA case and why I am personally investing into it. But before we hop on into it, only a small percentage of you guys who watch the videos are actually subscribed. Discord's the top link in the description. Let's hop on into it. When you're looking at a case investment, there's three main areas you got to look at. First, you have rarity, second, you have demand, and third, you have skins. First, starting off here with the rarity. And this is what I believe is the HYDRA's strongest suit. It has a very low amount on the market, currently less than 1,000, and the price of it is not terrible as well. I think the rarity is something that definitely plays a lot into the price it has, that after the operation it suddenly stopped dropping, and Operation HYDRA was one where not a ton of people participated in. Even though it was in 2017, this was a little downturn in the game's popularity during this time. Next up here though is the demand, and the demand is a lot easier to elaborate on. The demand here is pretty obvious in the price point it has, coming in at over $9. Like I stated, there's a lot of people who would like to get their hands on that, but it's just because of the price for some of them. They just want that $9. Now this is currently one of the very rare drops in CSGO, similar to how Bravo is, where only once in a while can you actually get it in game. It's not too common, and I don't expect this to really increase the numbers of how many are out there too much. Now it's going to increase it slightly more than like your esports weapon case, because those are completely discontinued, but here I don't think that a lot of them are really going to be dropping. If we head on over to CSGO Stash though, we can see our listings versus our volume, and like I like to compare is that if there was no more added, how many days would it take to get rid of all the listings? And judging by this factor, it'll take about 4 days, which is extremely low, a lot lower than any of the ones we've seen. 4 days is extremely low, and that just shows the level of Operation HYDRA cases that are out there or are just not out there. The price of the HYDRA case has always been extremely high though. If you've played CSGO for a while, you'll remember when HYDRA case keys were less than $1. Now this was before keys were trade banned after a certain period, but they used to be tradable as soon as you bought them, and these keys were going for less than $1. They're still going less than $2.50 right now, and is the cheapest key out on the market. Finally though, we come to the skins. Now the skins are where I think this case really is able to shine, in two particular skins for me. First up is the USPS blueprint. Now I love the blueprint, it looks extremely good, and for me it's very comparable to the royal blue from the cobblestone collection, and I think that's how a lot of people view it, that the royal blue from the cobblestone collection has been increasing in value very quickly since the cobblestone collection got discontinued from the game, and I think that's a really good reason for people to look at the USPS blueprint and pick up one of those. It's a lot cheaper, and it's not that terrible of an investment if you believe the case will go up in value. The royal blue, on the other hand, is extremely expensive if you're looking to get it in factory new, because a lot of these are being used for trade ups for the cobblestone collection. The other main skin is obviously the op Onitashi. Now this op has been increasing very quickly. Just look at the graph. I mean, it started off at a bare minimum of $60, and it really didn't go much lower after the operation ended. It has just continued to increase, and this is the main driving factor for the skin. Now with the op Onitashi reaching over $400 currently, and it looks like it's on pace to really put into that $500 range in the summer months. I think this is going to drive the case price up, because people can see they can get a $500 op just by opening up the case and getting a factory new skin. They don't even have to get a knife or something extremely rare. Now the gloves in this case are something I just have to mention. They are the same gloves as the glove case itself, and that's the only other case that shares these gloves. I think there's a lot of opportunity to increase in value themselves, but I'm not really basing my judgment of investing off just specifically those gloves. I think gloves are something that are very, and knives too, are just very inconsistent in their price growth, and something that it's a very rough time basing your investment solely off the increase in value of those. I think it's a lot easier to base your investment off, like we saw the graph of the op Onitashi, which has continually been increasing. And we've seen CSGO's price cap just keep on growing. We've seen cases today that are over $45, which is absolutely insane. And that's the main reason I am investing into HYDRA. I believe the hype around HYDRA is going to push it into the $20 range. Now, I don't think HYDRA itself is that great of a case or anything like that, but I believe the hype will push the case at least to about $12 to $15 by the end of summer in my eyes. I think that the hype around it is really going to be the main driving force. I don't think people opening it and there's just less of them on the market and the demand becoming slightly more and the supply becoming slightly less is really going to be the difference here. I think it's all going to be about people investing into it. Now, I currently do have about 9 of these cases. I don't have a ton because I don't believe this case is going to be some good stable growth. I think it's going to be very inconsistent, and when it runs up super quickly, I might be tempted to sell. I might sell, I'm not too sure yet, but I feel like this case is pretty much bound to see some nice growth soon. The past couple months it's been a little bit steady, and in their graphs when they've been steady for a little bit, that's usually when we see a big spike and the price run up real quickly. But that's really all I have for today, guys. I just wanted to give you a little insight into how I look into investing. I think that the HYDRA case has a lot of potential in the future, only because the cases we've seen on the market, we've got 3 cases that are $40 that just haven't been there previously. We haven't seen cases at that level, and it's just something that I believe the HYDRA is able to battle with. I mean, they've all got under 1,000 on the market, and I believe that the HYDRA does have the potential to be there in the future. But as always, guys, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.